Everyone, welcome back again. Today, on Eve of Mother's Day, we have conducted a live program on our Facebook page, Dara Clinic, on 5 ways to support children with special needs during the lockdown. So, during this lockdown, parents will be finding it difficult to help the child cope up with the changes they are seeing of late. So, we thought of sharing few tips for parents to help them go through this hard time. So, the first thing I would like to share with you is use of AAC and visual schedules. So, AAC is nothing but alternative and augmentative communication. So, when a child is non-verbal or a child is verbal but still they are not learned to use verbal communication consistently, they find it very difficult to express their basic needs. So, in such instances, they will start expressing through crying, behavioral issues, etc. So, when we use alternative and augmentative communication system, it will be easy for the child to express what they want at that point of time. It can be any situation or it can be any setting. So, there are different types of alternative and augmentative communication, such as using signs and then using picture exchange communication system, and there are tailor-made communication boards, and then there are certain softwares and apps that helps as an alternative communication for children with special needs. So, I would like to give you some examples for these alternative systems. So, first let's talk about signs. We can use different signs to help the child request for specifically non-verbal child to request for their needs. So, for example, this sign can be taught to request for cookie. So, when the child wants a cookie and then you understand through his body language that he's trying to reach for a cookie, then you prompt the child to do this sign and then give access to that particular food item. And then you can also teach this sign, open. So when the child is looking to go out of the house or go out from one room to the other room and the door is locked, so then in that context you can teach the child to sign open. So these are the signs that has been developed by different sign languages. So what I normally prefer is whichever is easy for the child. So few children will not have good fine motor and gross motor abilities to do the signs to communicate. So in that situation, what I would do is whichever is easy for the child. So I reduce the complexity level, and sometimes for food I would use this sign because it's something that we can relate with eating. So I would use this sign for the child to request for food. So this is one example of using sign as alternative means of communication. And there are methods like picture exchange communication system. In picture exchange communication system, we can print cards like this depending on the child's requirements, and then we can train them to exchange that cards as a request to get access to needs. So you could see few examples, like you could see a picture of toys. So whenever the child wants toy, you can show them. If you are aware like what they are asking for, then you can directly show the card. And if you are not sure what they are actually trying to communicate, then you can give choices for the child to know what they are actually looking for. So this might need a little training so that the child understands that when I give this card, I will get that particular item. So this is one method. And if it is a child who is learning to speak in toward phrase level or sentence level, then we can use this communication exchange board. So in which there are two pictures, you can prompt the child to say, I want ball. So this has a pictorial representation of what we are trying to teach the child. So the child will understand. So if I want something, I have to say I want ball. So this is also a very good method for visual learners. So children who are in high functioning level, they'll be able to read a couple of sentences. So and they'll be able to register the message better through visual stimulus than the auditory stimulus. In such instances, we can use such communication boards to make them request in sentences. So they'll learn a little faster than listening it only through auditory mode. And also we have communication boards like this, which has different items which the child might like. This is one thing which I use in my therapy sessions, which has different items and activities in it. So this I use in general. We can also make it according to the child's preferences, custom made. So the child, when the child is trying to communicate it to you, you can just bring it to the child and then ask them to point out to what they are actually looking for. So this is one thing. And then there are different softwares that are available. So one example of app that augments communication is Avaz app. So it can be made custom according to the child's preferences and